Three, two, one. Welcome to the SaaS Pulse Show. My name is Michael Bertoni, and I'm the founder and CEO of SaaS Talent. And really excited today. I have an awesome SaaS founder, Semih Secer. He's the co-founder of PeerBie, which is the future of work, everybody. Communication and collaboration platform. I was telling Semih, I used to work at a company called Jive Software, which we were competing with like Yammer and these tools. So I'm very familiar with the space of communication and collaboration. So it is awesome to have you on the show, Semih.
Thank you, Michael. Thanks for having me. I'm really excited to have a good conversation with you. Thanks for having me again.
Yeah. So let's jump right into it here. So what I always like to start with, Semih, is the superhero backstory, right? So I saw your background. You've been at PeerBie for like 6.2 years. So tell me your backstory, your superhero backstory that led you to PeerBie.
Perfect. I've been a software engineer and then worked as a eventually VP of engineering. So I managed teams of 3 to couple hundred of people. So one thing that was always common in my experience was the significance of time. Time is the most crucial, most precious commodity in the entire universe.
Yes.
A moment is lived, a moment is gone, and it's never recoverable. So I was always very careful in terms of time management. In my previous startup, we had needs just like any other startup, such as we needed to message each other, communicate. So we got Slack, and then we needed project management. So we got Asana, and then engineers asked for Jira. We got Jira, and then salespeople asked for CRM. We got Sugar CRM, and before you know it, we had 7 different apps running on our app.
I know.
Phone.
Insane.
It's a lot of yes, it was insane. A lot of money, lots of notifications, lots of learning curve. And I started thinking, I wish this was easier. We're just a simple startup with simple needs. And I wish there was one tool that actually could fulfill our needs. So that was the idea of PeerBie in my previous startup. And then when I got the chance later on in my entrepreneur years, and I started PeerBie. And when we started PeerBie, we modeled our own startup. So, I'm really happy to be both American and Turkish citizen. So I thought, why don't I manage my startup from Istanbul this time? I can keep the cost lower, and also I get to see my family after 25 years.
Nice.
And so I had folks in US, in Turkey, and then a couple engineers in India. So we were in 3 different continents, 3 different countries, and and people get separated, and then you lose the continuity of the work. And with PeerBie, we constantly try to make us feel together, like as if we are in the same office. We wanted work to fluidly flow from one place to another place and then never stop. And we managed that. We created that environment because thanks to our platform, PeerBie. It was great. I wake up in the morning. First thing I do is I check my phone. With one click, I know what my sales people are doing in US, how their day was. With one click, I see my software engineers, what they are planning to do today. And another click, marketing people in Istanbul, what they are up to today. And I can communicate with every single one of them. So lots of teams within the same platform and effectively communicating with each other, bringing us together. one thing I saw, in my whole life is that, we don't just work to make salaries and, so that we can go home and buy houses, cars, blah, blah, blah. No, it's extremely important. You gotta be happy with what you're doing.
Sure.
Work has to be. So we started putting effort in terms of making employees feel happier so that we can increase the retention. So our investment started paying off because people started feeling included. They felt important. Their opinions all of a sudden mattered. They had transparency within the organization in terms of the direction, decisions, opinions, and they had accessibility to CEO, VPs, and other different departments and important personalities within the organization. And one thing we are doing right now, Michael, which is unbelievably cool, we are the first in the industry to introduce digital twin in a productivity platform. And
Nice.
what that means is right now I'm having a conversation with you. So PeerBie knows that I have a block time for a meeting right now. So it knows that I'm busy. So anyone who has a question to me, my digital twin gets activated
Nice.
and answers all those questions like another pair of hands
That's in
within the organization.
platform. That's actually in your platform, the digital twin.
That we are introducing this feature within a month or so. Currently, it is in development, and we are using it internally, and it's great.
Yeah. So what I'm curious about is I absolutely understand the pain points, right? We're all using like all these different types of tools to do our job. It's insane. One comes around that's supposed to be great, like Slack, and it's like, oh, they're going to simplify your life. And then it's like another tool and another tool and another tool. Yeah, sooner or later, we're going to have one tool. So I get the pain. I understand it. Who's your ICP? Because it sounds like your ICP could be software companies, SaaS companies, right? It could be a lot of different types, but your ideal client for people listening, I always like if somebody could reach out to Semih and give them a lead or reach out to them, like who's your ideal target, your ideal prospect, which is your ICP?
You're absolutely right. Our ICP is primarily software companies, IT departments, SaaS companies, agencies, companies that have multiple customers and they want to constantly stay in touch with them and manage multiple parallel projects. So primarily small, medium businesses as well as small enterprises in technology sector and IT departments of large companies. So yes, these are our ICP. But I want to say, but then we have a city in Istanbul who's using us to manage the city government. And
oh, great.
They love it. Yeah, and they love it. They, parks and recreation, IT department, communication, social media. They are managing all these things within the platform. And they also created external groups where they interact with the citizens, the residents of the city, which is also cool. They have classes, and these classes they have citizens, and they are managing the class schedule, the documents sharing, and internal communication. It's all over there. And then we have another very interesting customer, a university, and the dean of the university's vision was, I want a product that allows me to communicate to new students, candidate students, graduates, as
Mhm.
well as the faculty. I want to
Sure.
be able to reach out very easily to the entire university, but I want to do it in a way that um, it doesn't create noise. And then
Yeah.
we said, great. And then we built a white label university app, which is also secure. It's an on-premise application for the university,
Nice.
and they are keeping their own brand, and it's great. They love it.
So
So
tell me, so
you're
tell me real
absolutely
quick.
right in terms of IT.
So tell me, what I'm curious to understand is what are the things that you're bringing together, right? So all of the things, because like, I mean, obviously we're in email, we're doing social stuff, right? We're collaborating in chats, you know, we're creating little groups. Like, I mean, there's all sorts of things. Like, tell me the core, kind of the pitch, the elevator pitch for your product. Like, what couple things or five things, what are you bringing together? What are the core things?
Okay. Core features are communication collaboration, task project management, experience management, such as meditation time,
Hmm.
desk exercises, one-on-ones with your manager, performance management. We gamified the product so that every good thing you do turns out to be a point. And
Yeah.
then it creates a point ladder within the organization or within the department. And workflows. Um, you have something specific to do. All you have to do is just drag and drop the boxes and the arrows and create your own workflow
I love
and
it.
automate it. And the last piece is the AI that is coming in this summer. So these are the 6 core building blocks of our product. As an organization, whether you are a university or a city government, you may not need certain features. And all it takes is turn it off, turn it on,
Nice.
turn it off, turn it. It's that easy. You don't want performance, fine, just turn it off.
Nice. So you've been in business, like you've been in business over 6 years, right? What I'm really curious about is how are you doing? I mean, like, so I know there's a need for this. I mean, I know there's a need for this. Gosh, I mean, like, I think we're all going to go crazy if we don't simplify our lives in general. We're going to go crazy. So
Exactly.
I know there's a massive need for this. I know there's a massive pain point for this. So yeah, so how are you guys doing? I mean, you're in business 6 years. It sounds like you've got revenue. How does it work? How is it priced? I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, perfect. So we didn't start with uh, productivity platform 6 years ago. We started as a different product, and then with the COVID 3 years ago,
Oh
we
yeah,
pivoted. So our
sure.
product is actually not that old. It is pretty relatively new.
Mm,
Um, just like 90% of the startups, we also did pivoting, and but we're doing great. We have hundreds of customers, paying
nice,
customers, and
nice.
we have tens of thousands of active users, and we have right now almost 100 uh, partners
Wow.
from New Zealand all the way to Canada that are lined up to sell our product.
That's all. That's awesome. Yeah, partnering strategy right now. That's the other thing. I mean, partner referrals. You know, somebody that's selling your platform. That's phenomenal. So what does your team look like? So again, the one question that I always like to ask, because we're talent experts, is talent, people. What are your thoughts like around the talent, the people? What does that look like in your company?
We are 16 people right now. We have 2 interns included,
Nice.
and we have sales head of sales and a sales intern in US, and we have a few software engineers and our software architect in India,
Nice.
and our growth officer, digital marketing, SEO, product design. These functions are in Istanbul. So we really created an international team uh, 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 with different talent and different skills. The thing that bonds us is PeerBie, and
Yeah.
we're happy to work together.
Yeah, so it's been a great show, Semih. I know we started a few minutes late, but this has been a great show. I really appreciate it. So I want everybody out there. I mean, it sounds like he's got software SaaS use cases. He's got IT companies, he's got city government, anybody who's dealing with collaboration and communication, make sure you reach out to Semih Secer. Again, he's the CEO and founder of PeerBie. It's PeerBie. So it was awesome having you on the show. Let's debrief for a minute here, just kind of get to know each other. But thanks a lot for being on the show.
Thank you, Michael. It was great. You're like an ambassador to us, and thanks for carrying our good word to so many out there who cares about their work life, who cares about their time, and we are here to help them. And we
Awesome.
will be, there's nothing that makes us more happy than helping them.
Awesome. So great show. I love communication and collaboration. So everybody make sure to reach out to Semih. Talk to you soon, Semih.